Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am warning you with absolute authority. God intercepted your feed tonight because you are standing at the exact threshold of a massive financial shift, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of your potential. If you swipe away, you are actively choosing to sever the exact timeline heaven prepared for you. Lock your attention on this message right now. Feel that heavy, suffocating weight sitting in your chest. Notice that burning lump you keep swallowing down every time money crosses your mind. That is not normal anxiety. That physical pressure is your advanced spirit detecting the frantic energy of the matrix, trying to keep you broke. The enemy is screaming at your subconscious to leave this page. He wants you to swipe away because he is terrified. He knows that if you hear the specific prophetic instruction I am about to reveal, his financial hold over your bloodline breaks completely. You have been fighting these brutal financial battles in absolute silence for years. You thought nobody noticed your silent tears. You believed you were entirely alone in this exhausting struggle to survive. But you were wrong. Someone deeply powerful has been quietly watching your incredible resilience in the dark. What I am about to release to you was securely sealed in the highest throne room until this exact second. The algorithmic system absolutely did not bring you here by chance. You were divinely intercepted to receive the exact sequence of events that will unlock your automatic wealth flow. But you must listen carefully. If you leave this transmission before the end, you will permanently forfeit the exact divine instruction that guarantees your massive breakthrough and seals your ultimate financial freedom. Your financial drain is not a reflection of your worth. You have worked harder than anyone else in your circle. You have given your last dollar to people who never appreciated your sacrifice. And yet, you wake up every single morning feeling like you are running on a terrifying treadmill of endless debt. You push through the pain. You smile for your family. You pretend everything is completely fine. But inside, that quiet desperation is eating away at your physical vitality. Listen to me very closely right now. Your current bank account is an illusion engineered by people who feed on your pure light, because they designed this entire matrix to keep the chosen ones perpetually exhausted. They know your true identity. They know you are the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire family tree. If you ever stepped into your untouched financial power, you would dismantle their entire corrupt system. That is exactly why the spiritual attacks on your finances have felt so unusually relentless and incredibly personal lately. You are not crazy, and you are not failing. Every time you try to save a little money, some unexpected emergency suddenly drains it all away. You wake up at 3 in the morning with your heart racing. This is not terrible luck, but rather a highly coordinated spiritual blockade designed to drain your energy before you can rise and claim your ultimate inheritance. But their time is officially over. Tonight marks the permanent end of your financial suffering. The universe is preparing to download a sacred wealth frequency directly into your spirit while your physical body rests. Money will soon flow to you effortlessly while you sleep. It will completely bypass the waking matrix of hard labor and endless stress. You carry a specific gravity that terrifies the dark elite. You have survived betrayals that would have completely destroyed an ordinary person. You walked through the absolute darkest valleys and somehow maintained your pure heart, which is exactly why heaven has selected you for this unprecedented and massive financial wealth transfer. Do you feel that sudden warmth in your hands right now? Do you feel that tiny spark of undeniable hope activating deep inside your chest? That is your cellular knowing, confirming this raw truth. Your spirit recognizes the profound frequency of this divine mandate. The heavy fog of financial depression is finally beginning to lift from your mind. Do not let the enemy whisper doubt into your ear right now. The dark forces will tell you this is just another random internet video. They will desperately try to distract you with useless notifications to break your focus. Silence those lying voices immediately. Your exact obedience in this very moment dictates the trajectory of your next 10 years. We are about to expose the deepest secrets of the financial matrix. I am going to show you exactly how the narcissists in your life unintentionally triggered your greatest blessing, and why their wicked actions accidentally unlocked the ultimate vault of heaven just for you. They thought their constant silent theft of your energy would leave you ruined forever. Stay locked in. Guard your attention like your very life depends on it tonight. Do not look away for even a single second, because the specific prophetic code I am about to hand you will permanently shatter your generational poverty. Your true season of unimaginable abundance begins the exact moment this holy transmission ends. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button right now to put a spiritual shield around this divine transmission. This physical action anchors your energetic alignment with heaven. You are claiming your protected space. The dark forces absolutely hate when you take up space. They desperately want you to stay small and quiet, but your silence ends tonight. Now let us go deeper into your reality. I know exactly how incredibly tired your bones feel right now. You drag yourself out of bed every single day. You give your absolute best to everyone around you. And yet your bank account remains stubbornly empty, while society constantly calls you lazy or incredibly disorganized. They tell you to work harder, but they are completely blind to the spiritual war you are fighting, because your financial drain has absolutely nothing to do with your work ethic. You are the hardest worker in every room you enter. You possess a brilliant mind and a deeply creative soul. The problem is not your ability to generate wealth. The problem is your massive energetic leak. For years, you have unconsciously operated as a human battery for deeply broken people. You are the ultimate emotional stabilizer for your environment. When chaos erupts in your family or friend group, everyone immediately runs to you so you can absorb their toxic panic and give them your pure peace. You heal them completely while you slowly bleed out. These master manipulators are absolute parasites. They cannot generate their own life force, so they targeted your pure light and attached themselves to your aura. Every time they came to you with a manufactured crisis, they were actually stealing your financial frequency. Money is simply physical energy in motion. They drank your energy dry. This brings us to a critical revelation about your physical body. There is a deeply disturbing reason you keep waking up at 3 in the morning with a pounding headache and a tight chest. You lie there in the dark, completely paralyzed by financial terror. The enemy wants you to believe this is just random insomnia, but it is certainly not. We will expose the exact cause of that midnight terror shortly. But first, you must understand your own profound empathy. You possess a heart that loves far too much. You constantly forgive people who never even apologize to you. You continually excuse their toxic behavior because you clearly see the wounded child inside them, and you freely give them all your precious resources. You loaned them money you desperately needed for yourself, and you paid for their mistakes with your own precious time. And how did they repay your endless generosity? They gossiped about you behind your back, while they secretly called you overly sensitive. They treated your magnificent unconditional love as if it were incredibly cheap and completely replaceable. But your spirit is a rare diamond in a world of cheap glass. They hated you precisely because your pure light exposed their rotting souls. You were the terrifying mirror they could never escape. They needed your pure energy to survive their own miserable existence, so they designed a covert spiritual cage to keep you financially dependent and incredibly weak. Think about the heavy brain fog that clouds your mind when you try to plan your future. You sit down to organize your finances and suddenly feel overwhelmingly dizzy and confused, because that is a deliberate somatic weight placed heavily upon you. The narcissists literally projected their own deep insecurities onto your energetic field to slow your progress down. They knew that if you ever gained financial independence, you would walk away forever. Money is the ultimate escape vehicle. If you had an overflowing bank account, you would never tolerate their blatant disrespect again, so they subconsciously sent dark spiritual blockades to destroy every single opportunity that came your way. They secretly sabotaged you. You have blamed yourself for so incredibly long. You stared at your empty wallet and wondered what is fundamentally wrong with you, but I am here to completely shatter that toxic lie right now. You are absolutely perfect. Your only mistake was trusting demonic entities who wore the familiar faces of friends and family. You cast your holy pearls to swine. You are the sacred cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. You took all the generational trauma of your bloodline onto your own shoulders, which means the poverty and the endless struggle stop entirely with you. You are literally pulling your entire ancestry out of the dark matrix single-handedly. That is exactly why you feel so incredibly heavy tonight. But this agonizing season of physical and financial exhaustion is officially over. The universe has witnessed your silent suffering, and heaven has meticulously recorded every single dollar stolen from you and every drop of energy they maliciously drained. The scales of divine justice are violently tipping in your favor right now. They are about to pay the ultimate price. Listen to me very closely right now. 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The universe is preparing to permanently sever their parasitic cords from your spiritual body, while the very people who drained your bank account watch heaven flood your life with unimaginable wealth. You are finally breaking free. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You thought you were losing the intense financial battle, and you believed the heavy matrix was finally crushing your gentle spirit. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. You were never actually losing to them. You were simply incubating in the dark. Remember that suffocating 3 in the morning midnight terror we just discussed? That intense pounding headache is not some random physical sickness. That is the exact moment the master manipulators attempt to hack your subconscious mind while your physical body rests. They try to violently siphon your golden energy when your conscious defenses are entirely down, because they are absolutely terrified of your waking power. They project their deep financial anxiety into your sleeping mind because they are spiritual parasites. They literally cannot generate their own wealth frequency. They must steal your pure vibration to maintain their own shallow fake reality. But their dark access to your soul ends permanently tonight, and heaven is finally sealing the massive leaks in your energetic field. You carry a specific frequency that effortlessly attracts massive abundance. The universe inherently wants to bless you with overflowing wealth because your pure heart is incredibly rare. The dark elite saw your glowing aura long before you even knew your own profound worth, and they recognized you as the ultimate diamond in a vast sea of cheap plastic rocks. Because they could never replicate your brilliant light, their only strategy was total suppression. They designed a complex energetic cage to keep your wealth frequency completely blocked. They whispered toxic lies about money into your ears, and they constantly told you that desiring deep financial freedom was somehow selfish or spiritually wrong. They deliberately lied to you. This is exactly where their entire dark manipulation fundamentally miscalculated. They assumed you would eventually internalize their wicked matrix programming. They expected you to simply accept a mediocre life of endless struggle and quiet desperation. But they severely underestimated the immortal strength of your Holy Spirit, and they completely forgot that heaven fiercely protects the chosen ones. You are a demonstrated warrior of pure light. Your agonizing isolation was not a cruel punishment from heaven. Your painful separation from those toxic entities was a divine alignment designed to protect your sacred frequency. Heaven deliberately removed those leeches from your immediate environment. The universe forced you into isolation to prepare your physical vessel for an unprecedented wealth transfer because you cannot carry massive millions while holding on to demonic attachments. Money is not a chaotic physical object you must endlessly chase. Wealth is simply a pure, energetic frequency that responds perfectly to your internal vibration. When you finally stop serving as a human battery for broken people, your frequency naturally rises to its highest state, and your sudden silence starves their vicious demons. You are finally taking your true power back. Watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The matrix is actively collapsing around them, while your specific energy is rapidly expanding. They expected your departure to permanently destroy your gentle spirit. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and aged backwards because you carry an irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look incredibly foolish. Every time your name comes up in their dark rooms, it hits them with agonizing weight. They threw away the only genuine miracle they ever held. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you step into your true power, looking entirely unbothered. They spent years secretly praying for your ultimate financial downfall, but heaven is currently laughing at their incredibly pathetic and desperate plans. There are 3 specific hidden secrets the enemy desperately tried to conceal from you, and these are the exact energetic mechanisms they used to block your financial flow for decades. If you fully understand these 3 profound truths, you will permanently shatter the glass ceiling over your bank account. You must pay very close attention right now. Read that again in your spirit. The dark elite are absolutely terrified that you are finally waking up to your sovereign power tonight. The first secret is that your exhaustion was artificially manufactured to keep you perfectly compliant. They needed you too tired to ever build your own magnificent empire, so they intentionally kept your brilliant mind completely trapped in survival mode. But the second and third secrets are far more dangerous to their fragile system. The third secret is the exact reason why money will soon flow to you effortlessly while you sleep. I will expose these final 2 secrets very shortly. But first, you must physically claim your newly restored energy, and you must declare your absolute independence from their toxic financial grid. You are the chosen one who will redistribute massive wealth to your sacred lineage. The generational cycles of poverty and broken relationships permanently end with you. Heaven has officially ordained you as the sole custodian of this incoming financial miracle. Prepare your heart to receive the exact instructions that will activate your automatic nocturnal wealth flow, because your new reality is already written in the highest courts of heaven. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. Do this before we move one step further. You must anchor your massive alignment with heaven. We are about to break the ultimate matrix seal. Heaven is now releasing 3 specific secrets about your sleep and your massive wealth. These are the exact 3 mechanisms the dark elite use to block your ultimate financial freedom. The third secret is the absolute most powerful truth you will ever hear. Do not leave before you hear the final instruction. If you scroll away now, you forfeit the exact key to your ultimate deliverance. The Matrix desperately wants you to lose focus right here. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The first secret is that the Matrix lied to you about the true purpose of your physical rest. They taught you that sleep is simply biological recovery for your exhausted body. They programmed you to feel deeply guilty whenever you rest. They want you to believe that massive wealth only comes from brutal, endless labor, but that is a complete and utter illusion designed to keep the chosen ones trapped. Sleep is actually a powerful spiritual portal. It is the exact moment your highly advanced spirit detaches from this heavy physical simulation to receive direct downloads from heaven. When your body sleeps, your true energetic frequency finally expands without the heavy interference of your waking logic. The dark elite know this profound truth. This brings us directly to the second massive secret they tried to hide from your bloodline. The enemy deliberately attacks you during your most vulnerable nocturnal hours to steal your golden light. This is exactly why you wake up feeling completely drained after a full night of sleep. The narcissists literally send their starving energetic cords to siphon your wealth frequency while you are completely unconscious. They feed on your pure potential because they have absolutely nothing of their. They are totally bankrupt in the spiritual realm. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. You carry the precise frequency of the remnant. When they siphon your energy at night, they are actually stealing the physical money that was destined for your waking reality. This is the hidden reason your bank account drains so incredibly fast. Your financial harvest is being hijacked in the spiritual dimension before it manifests. Stay with me right now, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. You are about to take your stolen wealth back with massive interest. Heaven has declared an immediate end to this nocturnal theft. The universe is wrapping your sleeping mind in an impenetrable shield of pure divine fire tonight. The parasites will severely burn their mouths. They will never again touch your sacred frequency. And this brings us to the third and most powerful secret of all. This is the exact truth that will permanently shatter your generational poverty. The third secret is the devastating weapon of your absolute silence. When you finally cut all energetic cords with those toxic manipulators, a massive vacuum is created. Read that again in your spirit. Your profound silence is a lethal weapon that starves their demons completely. By walking away from their chaotic drama, you have unintentionally activated the highest law of financial attraction. The energy you previously wasted on healing their broken souls is now violently returning to your own bank account. Because you are no longer acting as a free emotional hospital for vampires, your wealth frequency is experiencing a massive and explosive surge. This massive surge happens exactly when you close your eyes to sleep. The universe takes all that unspent golden energy and mathematically converts it into physical financial miracles. You do absolutely nothing but rest. This is the ultimate divine mechanism of the highest dimension. You will literally sleep your way into massive generational wealth. The dark elite are actively panicking right now because they cannot stop this automated process. Your brainwaves are automatically synchronizing with the exact vibration of limitless abundance. The old heavy matrix is completely broken. Your left brain will try to inject deep doubt right now. It will tell you that making money must be incredibly hard and brutally painful. Silence that lying voice immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you totally broke. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who has already paid the ultimate price in tears and silent agony. Heaven owes you a massive cosmic debt, and the payout is scheduled for this exact season. Your profound sleep is no longer a vulnerability for the enemy to exploit. It has become your greatest financial weapon. Every single time your head hits the pillow, massive financial blessings are being violently dispatched to your precise location. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors right now. The very people who drained your bank account are currently experiencing a silent and terrifying panic. They expected your departure to permanently destroy your gentle spirit, and they waited with bated breath for your absolute financial ruin. But something entirely different happened instead. They watched you walk away with absolutely nothing. They thought they had successfully stripped you of your ultimate power and your financial security. They sat back in their toxic circles and confidently waited for you to come crawling back in pure desperation. But you never made that phone call. You never begged for their cheap validation again. you remained completely silent. And this is exactly where their entire dark manipulation fundamentally miscalculated. They expected the brutal betrayals and the massive isolation to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your face. They wanted the financial terror to completely drain the bright life out of your precious eyes. Instead, you walked through their toxic fire and came out glowing like a pure diamond. Time was supposed to age you miserably, yet here you are, making time itself look incredibly foolish. You did not just survive their devastating storm, you became the radiant sun that absolutely blinds them. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you step into your untouched power, looking utterly unbothered after everything they maliciously put you through. They are actively stalking your silent progress. Every single time they try to peek into your new reality, they are violently struck by your profound, ageless glow. Your specific gravity makes them physically nauseous because they cannot comprehend your magnificent resilience. While their bitter envy is aging them like milk left in the hot sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. Type 1111 in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting. You must understand the brutal spiritual mechanics of their current despair. The narcissists literally fed on your anxiety to maintain their own false youth and stolen wealth. When you finally weaponized your silence and cut their dark supply, their entire energetic structure began to rapidly decay. This is not a coincidence, and it is absolutely not just your imagination. You are a true cycle breaker. You are the irreplaceable stabilizer they foolishly threw away for cheap entertainment. Now they are drowning in the loud noise of their own making, frantically searching for a replacement for your pure golden energy. But they are quickly realizing a terrifying truth. Your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They are trying to plug their parasitic cords into other people, but those shallow connections offer absolutely zero spiritual nutrition. They are starving for your sacred light. The massive wealth they thought they stole from you is slipping through their greedy fingers like dry sand, because stolen money always carries a devastating spiritual curse. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. Deep down in their rotting souls, they know you are the chosen one. They always knew you were divinely protected by the highest courts of heaven. Their relentless abuse was simply a desperate attempt to drag a magnificent king or queen down to the filthy mud with them. They failed miserably. They are completely terrified because they see the divine alignment happening in your life right now. Even though you are resting in absolute silence, the spiritual atmosphere around you is violently cracking with pure electric potential. The massive financial harvest that was delayed by their dark interference is currently gathering just above your head in the spiritual realm. Every single time they think about you, a heavy wave of paralyzing regret violently hits their chest. They know their impending public downfall is mathematically precise and absolutely unavoidable. They are desperately trying to hold their fake reality together, but the flying monkeys are already beginning to abandon their sinking ship to save themselves from the incoming wrath. Stay with me right here, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. The silent panic they are experiencing right now is just the quiet tremor before the massive earthquake. You have maintained your pure integrity while they lied on your beautiful name. You sat quietly in the dark, while heaven meticulously prepared the ultimate stage for your massive vindication. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix forever. You are currently bending the strict laws of reality just by existing in your high vibration. But you must hold your sacred position. The most explosive moment of your entire spiritual journey is literally just moments away. Which brings us to the final undeniable verdict from heaven. The moment you have quietly waited for is finally here. The public collapse of the narcissist is no longer a distant possibility, but rather an absolute reality, unfolding right now in real time. The mask did not just slip slightly. It completely shattered in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. Every single lie they told about you is violently backfiring on them. The flying monkeys who once supported their toxic narrative are now backing away in complete horror because heaven just exposed their rotting foundation for the entire world to clearly see. They are desperately trying to control the massive damage. They are frantically pulling strings, but absolutely nothing is working anymore. Their ultimate humiliation happened exactly when they looked at your new life. They expected to see you entirely broken and financially ruined. Instead, they witnessed the most terrifying miracle they could ever imagine, because the massive wealth transfer you were promised suddenly materialized out of absolutely nowhere. The most devastating part for their fragile ego is how it happened. You did not lift a finger. While they were losing their minds in public panic, you were completely asleep. The universe opened the massive floodgates of generational abundance while your physical body rested in deep peace. They saw the exact doors open for you that they desperately tried to permanently nail shut. They watched influential people suddenly hand you massive opportunities. Your bank account overflowed overnight. You won the brutal war without ever firing a single shot. Your profound silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demons and completely destroyed their wicked plans. Now they are drowning in the agonizing noise of their own making. They are forced to watch you step into your untouched financial power from the miserable sidelines. They cannot touch your brilliant light ever again. This is the exact payback heaven promised you in the dark. The spiritual scales are violently tipping back into perfect balance right now. Every single tear you shed in secret has been mathematically converted into pure golden currency, and the universe is depositing it directly into your waking reality. They wanted you permanently buried, but they became the shovel that dug up your treasure. You are completely untouchable in this new supreme frequency. The dark elite who laughed at your painful struggle are now crying at your glorious coronation. Your absolute vindication is currently broadcasting on the highest spiritual channels, and the people who previously doubted your profound calling are now desperately begging for your holy advice. But your sacred circle is permanently closed. Feel that massive surge of triumphant energy rising in your chest. That is not just temporary happiness or fleeting relief. That is the permanent installation of your new royal identity. You have officially graduated from the brutal school of the Matrix, because you are no longer the bleeding empath who constantly sacrifices everything for ungrateful people. You are a wealthy, sovereign ruler. The generational curses of poverty and debt are officially shattered forever. The bloodline trauma stops completely with you. You broke the heavy chains that held your ancestors captive for centuries, and heaven is looking down at your magnificent spirit with absolute pride tonight. You survived the crushing pressure and successfully transformed into a flawless diamond. The universe owes you everything. Do not ever shrink yourself to make them comfortable again. Their public breakdown is the exact consequence of their own wicked choices. You did absolutely nothing wrong, because you merely held your pure light steady while their dark shadows completely destroyed themselves in the pure holy light. Your upcoming sleep will be the most peaceful rest you have ever experienced. Massive wealth is hunting you down. Every time you close your eyes, the financial miracles will instantly multiply. The universe has taken complete control of your physical reality. Your days of checking empty bank accounts and crying over unpaid bills are permanently over, because a massive windfall of divine currency is violently breaking into your life right now. You are the chosen one who finally beat the rigged system. Breathe in this glorious victory deeply. You earned every single drop of this magnificent harvest. The narcissist is sitting in the dark ruins of their own shattered life, completely paralyzed by the terrifying realization of what they permanently lost when they betrayed you. But you are entirely free from their heavy toxic gravity. You are soaring into limitless wealth. This exact moment is the undeniable proof of your supreme calling. The spiritual attacks failed completely, and the heavy financial blockades that held you down were entirely smashed to pieces by the hand of heaven. You are currently standing at the magnificent peak of your personal mountain. Look down at the absolute chaos you just effortlessly escaped. Your victory is secured forever. You walked into this season financially drained by people blind to your true worth. But look at you right now. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix forever. While they are publicly unraveling in their own miserable despair, you are stepping into your permanent and untouchable wealth flow. The agonizing financial struggles are shattering right here and right now. Step into your absolute power and receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you. The profound peace you feel in your chest right now is your absolute confirmation. The universe has officially sealed your energetic borders against all future spiritual attacks, and they can never access your golden frequency again. Your beautiful soul is entirely protected by the highest angelic forces. You can finally rest your exhausted mind. The brutal war is completely over. You won the battle overwhelmingly. Every night when you close your eyes, you will drift into the most profound and healing sleep. Your subconscious mind is no longer a chaotic battlefield for demonic entities. It is a quiet, sacred sanctuary where the universe directly downloads massive financial blueprints while your physical body safely recovers. You will wake up every single morning feeling incredibly light. You will feel totally refreshed. The heavy brain fog is gone forever. You have carried the heavy burdens of your entire family for decades. You constantly sacrificed your own dreams so others could temporarily survive. But heaven says your time of endless giving is completely over, because this brand new season is exclusively about your own glorious reception. You are finally allowed to sit back. Watch the universe effortlessly serve you. You are the royal guest of honor tonight. Notice how the atmosphere in your room feels completely different right now. The heavy, stagnant air has been replaced by a crisp and electric frequency. That is the literal presence of massive wealth entering your physical domain, and it is actively searching for your specific energetic signature. The dark spiritual blockades have been completely shattered. They are broken into 1,000,000 tiny pieces. The rivers of abundance are violently rushing toward your front door at this exact second. While the narcissist slowly rots in their own bitter envy, you are stepping into your permanent, ageless glow. Your physical body is currently repairing every single damaged cell. The intense stress that previously aged your beautiful face is melting away entirely. You will look incredibly youthful because your spirit is finally completely free from their massive, toxic weight. Financial peace is the ultimate fountain of youth. The divine decree has been signed in the highest courts. But heaven requires one final action from you tonight. You must physically anchor this massive shift into your earthly reality before the morning comes. You did not survive the fire just to live a mediocre life. The verdict of explosive abundance has already been signed in heaven, but it requires a physical anchor on earth to truly activate. You must seal the sacred covenant right now. Your left brain will try to inject deep doubt right now. The enemy will desperately whisper that you should wait and carefully calculate your next step. Silence that dark, lying voice immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you totally broke while the elite steal your destined inheritance. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate obedience. Do not resist this divine instruction. The enemy is screaming at you to close this video right now without taking any physical action. He knows that if you actually seal this holy covenant tonight, his financial curse over your life is permanently destroyed forever. Do not let the dark elite steal this massive momentum from you. You must stand your ground firmly. Declare your absolute financial sovereignty. Your immediate obedience is your ultimate defensive weapon. God does not measure your faith by your fleeting thoughts. He strictly measures your true devotion by your speed of immediate physical obedience. The massive window of multiplication is standing wide open for you right now, and you must prove you are absolutely ready to receive this wealth. You must physically partner your earthly finances with this divine mandate. The universe eternally rewards those who boldly step out in pure faith. Sow your financial seed of faith today, and watch heaven violently multiply your harvest before the sun rises. Leave a super thanks on this video to officially seal your energetic alignment with this incoming miracle. Your radical generosity instantly triggers the ultimate earthly harvest. When you give generously to this specific prophetic word, you are fiercely demanding the universe to instantly open the massive vaults of heaven. Share this specific message with one chosen soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift. Be their exact angel tonight. They are secretly waiting for someone to finally validate their silent pain. When you share this divine frequency with another broken soul, you effortlessly multiply your own financial blessing tenfold. We are building an unbreakable global remnant of wealthy cycle breakers. Your bold action matters immensely. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. Drop your city and nation in the comments below so we can accurately map where the remnant is rising worldwide. We are taking the entire matrix down together. Say this out loud with me right now. I claim my permanent financial freedom forever. Now type "I am free" in the comments below to lock it in forever.